Well, hey, Stampin' friends, Darlene with Darlene Stamps. So I thought I would do a Thrifty Thursday based on these pieces that I have left over from my paper pumpkin that was from June. So I thought, well, and you're seeing a bit of my formation, but I got all my pieces, kind of did a layout. So I thought I would just kind of put it together and put it together with you and go from there. So some of these things I've already cut out that were left over, and I thought, I know from scrapbook pages that it is a great thing to have just a page that has a little bit of history. It has a little bit of I don't know. Sometimes it's just keeping the aspects of our life, writing them down, documenting them. And so there are a lot of people who do scrapbooking that don't necessarily do cards. So I thought, well, this would be a great opportunity to use up my pieces. So I'm just going to sit with you and look at some of my pieces that I left over from the cards and just sit and assemble. So part of the neat part of this kit, this was actually a piece that was already pre-done. So that would be a picture. And then I wanted these little pieces were in there, and so I'm thinking that kind of do them like that. So this is literally part of the formation, so to speak. We want to put hooray in there. So so I have a lot of pieces, and I'm sure you do too, of your pumpkin. And so I just thought sometimes I'm done with cards. I have enough cards. I don't need to make any more. I'm all caught up, and being able to change it around and use it for something different. So I thought that would make for a great description of this month's pumpkin. So anyhow, we'll do that. So a lot of times, now I didn't do a base when it came to like this is the just some card stock, and it doesn't have a lot of busy print. So I thought that would be a great beginning for this one, is not having any kind of busyness, because this stuff is going to have plenty of busy. But I have a couple of things that I want to get recorded, and I record them with my pumpkin, with my, whoops, not my pumpkin, oh my goodness, with the type of scrapbooking that some of you like and use as your therapy. It's not quite cards. So we're going to put hooray right there. Okay, so coming together, let's put this down. And I already have a little cake on there, so you can see how this obviously is going to be for a birthday theme. And part of, oh, and these were, if you remember, we had neat balloons that were in this, but I thought, I've got the negative. Now that if I get it out, I have the negative in here. Why don't I just cut off and use it as a kind of a frame? Just like that. Isn't that kind of neat? Yeah, just something kind of different. So, I mean, there are a lot of very crafty people, and they make amazing scrapbook pages. But this is, for me, is just using up the stuff I already have. So in order to get full use out of my pumpkin and not trying to use too much different supplies, so that it kind of gives you some ideas of how to kind of create. Oh, there's my sticker thing. I was trying to get a glue dot to make my ribbon stick. Okay, there's my bow. All right, forming together just fine. Now, I thought these are just the extra pieces that were from the kit. You'll see I already put down this one. I already put down this one. And then these are just the pre-stickies that come off of this. And I thought, instead of throwing it away and wasting it, how much better would it be to make a scrapbook page? So we want to put, let's see here, this is going to be the second picture. So I'm going to put the glue on because I want this doily. This doily was left over from another card that I did, but I want it to stick out just like that. And then before I put it down, oops, there's the other ribbon. So again, this is maybe not the best type of, oh, I need to get those on there too. Best type of page because of all the beautiful designs out there from people. But it does, I think, represent a great alternate way of using up the cardstock and all the pieces, because I've got boxes and boxes, so I'm trying to minimize my boxes best that I can with making these pages. Okay. All right, and I want it down kind of low. Put it right there. And then, see, I was going to put the leaves, but now I need to, okay, so let's talk about Thrifty Thursday. So I had someone who gave a great idea, and if you saw the last one, it was about the, I'm trying to get my glue to undo, the type of ideas and being consistent. So in order to do that, I loved the idea that she gave me as far as, hey, there was a card that you did. I just would love to see how you did that. So that helped, because sometimes I'm trying to be creative in stuff that is relevant. And I mean, I know it works good for me, but sometimes it may not work for someone else. All right, I'm just tucking in these flowers. Again, these are, or flowers, bleh, leaves. These are, again, some of the extra ones I did with some cards that I did. So having some of the extra is just one of those nice added features of having extras and types of, let's put that right there. Now I'm just assembling. So this is, I kind of laid it out a little bit, how I thought it would look. And now it's just putting a little bit of, kind of thought it'd be there. Okay. So kind of forming a little bit here. Then our little cakes. So the blue is the base, obviously. And now we can kind of get these pieces to go in. It's neat because with the kit, these pieces already came together. So you don't have to do any kind of cropping, which is what you would do with a die cut or something. And I am just finishing up here, and then we'll get this up and going. So there Oh, and I want to put one more. Let's put it down here. And on your kits, so find yourselves a nice little base that doesn't have a lot of color in it. I mean busy pattern, and then take your pieces from your pumpkin and bring some dimension, bring some elements that, just trying to find a spot that I want to put that. Let's do it this way. There we go. Dimension, dimension, dimension. And then I'm going to put these came in the kit as well. Little dots. Now on some of the kits, they come with all these extra things, and if you don't use them all, that's what I thought this would be a great opportunity doing that. So these are neat because, put them there. Well, I'll be darned. Well, I was trying to do it with my fingers, but that's not working. What the heck? All right. Well, doesn't know what happens. You get there. You get on screen and everything doesn't go the way it's supposed to. All right, let's do one more. We have one more balloon, and I think we want this to come up from, let's put it here. Because we want to do three or five. That's kind of our theme here, of any type of because it has some cohesive. Put this right like that. Okay. Well, there's the start of my page. I'll finish up some of the extras with my little pearls and put those down. So anyhow, this was just something different, something fun, hopefully just to kind of throw some ideas around and create a scrapbook page with your extras. Have a great day.